Blue Rhino, you have a young child smashed on the rocks at Flatrock. He's still there. Over. Yeah, copy.
Got a bloke up on Flatrock and he's just lacerated his feet on some rocks really badly.
The guy seemed pretty panicked when he came up and told us about the guy, so I was a little bit concerned.
Whereabouts is he? Flatrock? Flatrock around there, like where the cliff's curving over.
The man is carried to Bondi's boat ramp as Reidy makes his way there in the buggy.
There's this guy being, hospital carried with this massive thing around his foot and it's full of blood. And I'm just like, oh no, this guy's in real trouble. Maybe he's cut his foot off.
Kajan from Western Sydney came to the beach with his friends, hoping for a relaxing day out.
Well, instantly we just had to get him back from the water. Then we sat him down for a bit. He obviously went to go get the lifeguard and then we just had to carry him back here without him getting wet. We had to tie it up, make sure the blood loss stops a bit.
Stay home.
Does it hurt?
A little bit.
Wait, a little bit. We're like, oh, stop looking. Look at me.
And it just revealed this big shredded, like he'd almost rubbed it on a cheese grater and there was this big bit of skin that was just flapping open. It looked horrific.
Blood comes out for a reason, The more that comes out, the more...
Can you just wiggle your toes again for me? In those situations, you've got to clean it. You've got to get the rocks and the gravel and stuff out of there. And the only thing I had handy was a hose, so I just hit him with it.
Oh!
Someone hold his hand.
Yeah, squeeze my hand, squeeze me.
That's all right now.
Why don't you squeeze me like
Stop, he's already done.
To be honest, that kid was pretty tough. Like, I hit that guy with the hose right in the middle of his cut just to clean it, and yeah, I don't know how it'll be when they're sticking a needle in it, but...
It feels like nothing, but I don't want to get a stitch, so it's the future pain that's worrying me, to be quite frank.
How's this one? Can you feel that? Can you feel me squeezing it?
Very numb.
It's very numb, yeah, okay. Definitely want to go and see someone.
Yeah, no worries. Local doctor?
Kajan won't need paramedics, but his friends will need to double as his makeshift ambulance service.
There's no point in, taking away ambulances and stuff like that for a couple of stitches, They can just drive him to go get a stitch.
Yeah, it's a good service. I'm glad you guys are here.
Flatrock does get a lot of customers, but this is one of the best that I've seen out here. Pretty good to go.
No worries.
You always got to be careful with rocks, especially when there's unpredictable swell. But kids will be kids, and, without that, we wouldn't have a job.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
At Flatrock, scores of kids risk injury to escape the punishing heat.
Are you out on the end of the point or towards the little pools?
Harries, Maxi, can you run up and grab the Rhino? You've got to go to North Bondi.
All right, we'll just send a lifeguard up there now.
Head north, boys. I'm not sure what's up. Bacon's on the phone. I'll give you details as you go. Blue Rhino, you have a young child smashed on the rocks at Flatrock. He's still there. Over. Yeah, copy.
Flatrock is a 5-minute walk across sand and jagged rocks in scorching sun. Harries has another plan.
Yeah, Blue Rhino, Central. Deano, mate, we're just going to go up the ramp, up Ramsgate Avenue and walk down the stairs.
Yeah, it's pretty crowded down there. Good luck.
Walk down the other way, mate.
Top up. I'm really sorry. Got a kid all smashed up on the rocks up at North Bondi.
Thanks, mate.
Breathe in, everyone. Breathe in. You're all right. Just one or two there. Sorry.
Thanks, mate.
Sorry, everyone. Kid's all smashed up on the rocks. Whoa! Sorry, Charlie. Watch it, guys. Thank you. Sorry.
There's two geniuses in the Rhino at the moment. You got Harries and Maxi. I wonder whose idea was that. There's two men sharing one brain. Genius. It's the best way to get up there. Yeah.
Yeah. 13-year-old Alex has suffered multiple lacerations. More disturbing, he's falling in and out of consciousness.
You guys got any water?
Yeah, this one.
Hey, Alex, you
Oh,
right?
legend. Just get some little sips of water in. Okay? That's it. It's extremely hot, and he's just going in a little bit of shock, I suppose. He hasn't eaten or had any fluids today, So the body's running on low.
97.
Build up a bit of adrenaline and his heart rate's up. 75 for a young bloke. How you feeling? Give him oxygen just to calm him down and then just try and hydrate him very slowly. Has anyone got a power rate? No. No?
He was standing on the rock and the bomb set came and he was trying to get out so he didn't get smashed back onto the rocks. Then he leaned into the wave and he got pushed back and scraped all his foot. Just be careful, mate, next time.
Yeah, it's just once you go out there and you're not in, the wave comes and just gets...
Yeah, I know. Just be careful. These things do happen, you know? You learn from your mistakes, mate, you know? Yeah. You don't want to go through this again, eh? It's a shit feeling. Yeah, the ambo's going to check you out, all right? Got a few tests.
Alex will also need rehydration in hospital. Another victim of the record heatwave. This is a stunt that requires extreme levels of bravery and stupidity. The procession of walking wounded begins with local kids Sean and Zach.
I'm on the rocks. He comes to try to help me. He falls down. We both get tumbled over by the waves, but we survive.
Zach's in a lot of pain, but he's too embarrassed to show lifeguards exactly why.
Do you want to shut the door?
Yeah, I'll shut the door for you. There we go. Okay. Mate. Oh. It's not every day what little boys ask. Don't worry, this is as bad as it is for you as it is for me.
Next victim of Flatrock is Benny.
Hey mate, you never turn your back on the ocean. Hey boys! Oh, here we go. Bit of show and tell for the day, guys. Yeah, you dill.
Just look, mate.
Which rocks are we on?
Just over here.
Simmons charging sharper.
Can you get us a couple?
Heavy, mate. That's solid. You've done well.
I said to myself this today, you know, don't go in, it looked a bit big, but my friend convinced me I'd be okay. Well, I wasn't. I got dragged all the way along the rocks and grazed my hands, my legs, my back. Now it's stinging badly. Oh!
Yeah, I know. Looks like you've been whipped.
Benny's pain aside, everyone rates it as one of the best performances they've seen at Bondi.
Yes.
Legs up in the air, halfway across the rocks, and he's just sitting there, just waiting for the next wave to come. It was the best stack I've seen out there.
I'm almost done.
Mate, not just in one concentrated spot, you know, like you've done such a good job. Really, you've excelled, mate. One of the best I've ever seen. I'm not joking, mate.
Just go to the medical centre and just ask them like antibiotics or something like that because, mate, you don't want that getting infected.
Well, that's it. I mean, day in the life of Benny.
Benny's Bondi memories will certainly be long-lasting. Bondi must rank as the most photographed beach in the world. But a happy snap was about to go wrong for Canadian backpacker Tara Zielman. Her boyfriend asked her to take a few steps closer to the water.
We were out on the rocks, and I said, Tara, why don't you step back just a little bit more? And I didn't warn her that there was a big one coming, and I didn't even notice that it was coming. So ultimately, I have it on video what happened to her.
No way, have you got it on your camera?
I have it on the camera.
Absolutely.
A big wave came over and knocked her all over the bar.
No way.
I mean, it's only about it's only 5 seconds, but I went out to I went out to try to save her so she wouldn't be swept away.
You see that on Funny Songs?
Yeah, I'm glad. I can entertain everybody. This is great. Yeah.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah, right. You totally see me like that.
I know.
Tara's going to have plenty of Bondi mementos. A couple of scars. And a photo with the lifeguards.
Hello, Bondi Lifeguards.
He's just cut up, is he?
Calls were coming in from everywhere regarding a guy who'd been injured at Flatrock.
Oh, how bad are they?
Flatrock's covered in barnacles. When the surf's 6 foot, Flatrock is extremely dangerous and it's one of the last places you want to be. but when the sun's out, they always go there, every single time.
How bad is he?
I'm down here in the North Tower with the ATV. Do you want us to take that run around the rocks?
Hey, just hang on one sec, mate. What are you going to do, Chopper?
I've set the jet ski there now.
Yeah, but the guy's on the rocks, he's all cut up.
You know, North Bondi was so dangerous that day, and Quinn was looking after North Bondi, so to send him out and look after someone who'd stupidly jumped into Flatrock was not really a high priority for me at the time. I was almost not really worried about how hurt he was. He was almost going to have to be dead.
Is he going to jump on your ski? Is that possible?
Yeah, boys, he's pretty cut up, this guy. He's laying on his back. I'm probably going to need someone to get over him. I can't jump off the ski.
What else is going to happen today, mate? God.
As well as being a lifeguard, I'm also a qualified paramedic. The paramedics helps me a lot on the beach.
It's just at the top.
The first thing I saw was a trail of blood, and when I saw clumps of blood, I realised that it was, he had a decent cut somewhere.
How you going? Right. I'm all right. You all right? What's the worst pain? That? Did you hit your head at all?
Do you know what date it is today? It's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve.
When there's big swell and sunny days, things just happen everywhere. And we're really stretched at the moment.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're going to need an ambulance. He's going to need sutures and he's pretty busted up. 21-year-old male, foot laceration, hand laceration, shoulder laceration.
Knee laceration.
Okay, copy. Ambulance, please.
All right. Jeez. So what's your name? Antoine. Antoine. I'm Quinn. Nice to meet you. You too, buddy.
Me and Antoine were out on the cliffs. We wanted to film the waves, like splashing on the rocks. That's what we were aiming for, but we didn't really see that it would smash us over. It was a little bit stupid.
We've got a gentleman who was on the rocks at North Bondi and he has lacerations all over his body.
This is as good as you'd do it. You'd see something like this in a car accident. Keep going.
I knew that his foot needed to get stitched up. It kept bleeding, and I wrapped it 3 times, and it still didn't stop bleeding. And then his pain got progressively worse. We've only got 5 of us on the beach and I'm gone, then 4 remaining have got so much more work to do. So that every other lifeguard would have made the same decision because you got someone bleeding and needing an ambulance, but it's still, on days like that, you're always in the back of your mind are thinking what's going on down there. By the time we got the ambulance there, it was 45 minutes, and that's 45 minutes of being off the beach.